What's up, guys? So today's the day I'm starting my grappling training, I guess. I won't be grappling until probably this weekend, but today's the day where I actually start doing the lifting training for grappling. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so this all started actually when I was in high school. We had to lift. Basically, what we did, I think like 3 days a week, was bench, squat, and power clean. The coach was like, okay, you guys need to do 3 sets of 10, and your 8th rep should be kind of hard, and it'll get harder and harder as you go on, but me being an ego lifter, I would get like 3, or at most 5. But I noticed my wrestling is that I was more explosive and I had more energy, whereas if I did the actual 10 reps, I would feel like wiggly, loose, and like not have a lot of energy. So I was like, you know what, I'm really prepared for grappling. Power cleans is kind of like kettlebell swings, I guess, and I'm not a really big fan of kettlebell swings. They were brought to America by the same guy that I think created Smolov, which is the squat program that I just finished. But honestly, I think they're kind of bullshit and just a waste of energy and calories. So I'd rather do some heavy power cleans. So that's what I'm gonna do. But so I didn't want to go off of just what I thought I should possibly do. So I scoured the internet looking for a workout that was similar to that, and lo and behold, I found one. Guess what it's for? Football training. There's a book called The Strongest Shall Survive by Bill Starr. It's got a workout program called The Big Three, which I don't actually think is in the book. I just got the book because I didn't want any copyright issues. It's actually described a whole lot better online. But I think basically what you do is for the first day, which would be Monday, you work up to your heaviest set of 5 for bench squat and deadlift. You go up to your heaviest set of 5, and then from there you do like 85% of that on Wednesday and a certain percentage of that on Friday. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Just it's better than deadlift. Deadlift is slow and it doesn't really increase any strength as far as explosiveness, but it does increase strength. It might raise your power clean, but I kind of doubt it. That's why there's a clean deadlift, I guess, for that. But yeah, so basically what I'll be doing is power cleaning, squatting, and benching 3 times a week, which crazily should also end up saving me a whole lot of energy that I can put towards doing more cardio. Cardio and grappling. Yeah, cardio and grappling. So basically it'll be just less, I guess. I won't be usually for powerlifting I do power building, not necessarily just powerlifting. It's only been recently that I just started doing specific powerlifting only type lifts. But yeah, we'll see how this works out. It's almost the same as the powerlifting workouts I've been doing as far as it's the 3 core lifts, but I guess technically power cleaning is not a core lift. But I don't know, it's lighter than deadlift, so I guess maybe train deadlift in the off season just to get that absolute strength. But if you want that actual explosiveness, do power clean. I don't know. I figure we'll train explosives better than kettlebells, because it's like kettlebells is just like you have one weight. You can increase weight in kettlebells, but I don't think it actually it's not. It probably is the same thing, but I don't think it's as heavy. Honestly, I just want to train heavy, so I'm doing 5 sets of 5 as heavy as possible to work those explosive muscles as heavy as I possibly can. Basically, that's the plan behind this. We'll see how it works out. I also plan on adding some cardio. Maybe for my warm-up, I'll do some cardio beforehand. Something that I always did in wrestling was we always ran like 2 miles before actually lifting, and so I don't think I actually have the cardiovascular endurance to do that yet. But we'll see what I can do. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna run like the equivalent of a fourth of a mile, maybe less than that, maybe a fourth of a mile for my warm-up. And as we get later into this series, I guess I'll probably do more and more cardio. So I don't actually plan on grappling till this weekend. So if you look at this for grappling, that'll be this weekend. Hopefully, I don't know where I'm gonna go yet. There's a series of 3 gyms that I'm thinking about going to, and we'll just have to see where I decide. But yeah, so enjoy the workout. Also, the reason I'm doing this program is because I still plan on competing in powerlifting, right? So I figure this is a program that is not really difficult to do. It's pretty simple. So I can add cardio and grappling, maybe more grappling than cardio, and still increase the amount of weight that I can lift when I do powerlifting. Because when I go back to powerlifting, I want my totals to have risen, even though I'm doing grappling, which is really hard to do normally. Which is why I made my program less intense, right? So if it's less intense, maybe I can add in grappling and not have my body as beat up and unable to recover as if I had been doing just straight powerlifting. Because it's a football program, so you think football players, right? They're always doing cardio and lifting, and the sport that they do, it requires a lot of cardio, so their lifting possibly shouldn't be something that would keep them from being able to perform in competition, right? So I think football training would probably be the best for me here as far as going forward and trying to get stronger. Hopefully I get stronger. I don't know if I will or not. We'll see. Honestly, I only really need 10 pounds on my maxes because I know when I go back to powerlifting, I'll have not powerlifted in such a long time that I feel like my body will treat the powerlifting workouts as a completely new stimulus. And so maybe I'll be able to just make massive leaps all over again in powerlifting just by taking a short break. Whereas if I had continued making powerlifting, I would have had slower and slower gains. Taking this break to do something a little different, something a little more cardio with a little less lifting, maybe I'll be able to come back and get more gains. Also, there's the fact that I gotta reach my fight weight crazily, so I don't do any cardio with my powerlifting. So I'm thinking that now, if I start doing cardio, my weight is possibly gonna drop. It's probably gonna drop like 10 pounds, honestly. If it drops 10 pounds, I like to keep my maxes the same, so I'll get like a little bit of stimulus here and there from the lifting that I'm doing. And honestly, if I go back to powerlifting, I might be able to drop a whole weight class, which would then actually make my lifts like world record, which is actually what I'm going for. But I want to look yoked, so losing the whole going down a weight doesn't seem terribly appealing to me. Actually, it'll just probably change my self-image of myself, and I'll think of myself as small, even if I possibly won't be, basically. So yeah, that's all I needed to add, I guess. Something I actually forgot to mention is I'll also be adding in the Russian fighter pull-up program to this program as well. It's basically just a pull-up program. It's supposed to increase your back's pull-up capabilities. It's called the Russian fighter pull-up program, so I'm thinking it's for fighters, which is actually why I'm doing it. So yeah, that's going to be added to this program. I'm hoping I don't have any issues. I think I'll actually use straps for the pull-ups, just because of the fact that I'll be doing power cleans. And power cleans, when I do power cleans, I have to grip the bar, and I don't want my grip to tire, which would, if my grip tires, it will make it harder for me to hold the pull-up bar. So I'm just going to use straps just so I know that I'm putting out as much as I can for the pull-ups, basically. There's some other specific stuff I'm going to add in later as we go on, just to increase my forearm strength. Things didn't go as planned, crazily. It might be because I will start a little bit, but so I guess you're supposed to work up to a top set of 5, and I know that my top set of 5, through the research that I did beforehand, is 85% of my max. It didn't go too well for power clean. I did quite a bit less than I could have actually done, and so I deadlift like 700 pounds, right? And that was super difficult. That was ridiculously hard to do. So. But honestly, it's probably because I'm new to the motion, so in this next few weeks, I'll probably be making rapid progress. I know I should probably only go up 5 pounds a week, but I'm probably going to take bigger jumps than that, probably about 10 pounds, just because I know that I'm stronger. I mean, if my squat is 625, no belt, then my 1 rep for power clean should be 425, and my 5 rep should be 360. I mean, that's not what it is right now, but hopefully I'll just work up to that, so yeah. It was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Even 85% for 5 sets on the bench, I actually dropped the weight. I dropped like 10 pounds. The last set I dropped 20 pounds, so wasn't even benching over 300 for the last set. That was crazy. Squat. So honestly, after Smolov, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take a 2-week break. I did not take a 2-week break, and I'm feeling it, but I mean, I was able to come within my last set, it was not. My last set should have been 535, and I think I did like just over 500, but just under 535. So, I mean, I got a lot of time. I got a few months, and I plan to continuously make progress. So I'll probably make up for what I lost today. It's bad. I usually don't have this mindset though. Usually I'm just go hard immediately, and I kind of feel ashamed that I was just man, I'll just get it another day. I'll just get another day. And that mindset's not a good one to have, I guess. I mean, yeah, it can prevent injury, but in the long term, I think it'll result in much less gains. For the Russian pull-ups, that was a guesstimation, actually. I did the program before with my 5 rep max with 90 pounds, and I did 12 to 15. I don't remember. So I just assumed that my 3 rep max would be 135. It honestly probably is. I didn't warm up for it, but that first set was hard, but other sets after that were pretty easy. So I just gotta work on not moving my legs, and after that, I think it'll be a pretty easy program. The only issue with that is this every day, or it's 5 days a week, 6 days a week with 1 day off. So even on the days that I'm not actually going to the gym to do the big 3, I still have to go and do pull-ups.